and off the front iron, and in it goes. Mr. Moves got 4 this quarter.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
The dish tonight. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Screen by Sanders. 6 on the shot clock, and stolen by Butler. To the wing right side. Here's Mr. Moves. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his 4th rebound in this one. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Markers checked in for the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo, pulls up. Parker's shot is off. Here's Mr. Moves. He's guarded by Knight. Here's Mr. Moves. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Mr. Moves got 25 points. Oh, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pot.
There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Here's McKnight. Noah with the block. They get it back. Good. And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Well, you look at Mr. Moves. So 3rd in the league.
Well, you always want to shoot a high percentage, and that goes back to the kind of shots you get. But there's no better time than the postseason to knock down most of the shots that you take.
Here's Goodson. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Bucks trail by 17. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Gasol with the rebound.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Shoots. That one finds the mark. On target from Mr. Moves. Mr. Moves got 8 points here in this quarter. Bucks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Sanders sets the screen for Parker. The feed to Antetokounmpo. McKnight the pass to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Knight for 3. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Parker with the steal. Knight on the wing. He's got 5. Antetokounmpo passes to McKnight. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Parker kicks to Sanders. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. So both teams making some changes here.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
And 1:01 left to play in the third. Pass to Aguilar. He feeds it to Gibson. It's Chicago with another bucket. Mr. Moves checked in for Chicago. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. Now, here's Marshall, guarded closely. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Fades away. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the 3-point line, knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
Yeah, in fact, that's the shot they've used from that range, Clark, to get 8 of their last 10 points.
Here's Parker. And again, the Bucks miss.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Here's Mr. Moves. Here's Aguilar. Cranes it from beyond the arc. He's got 7.
Well, they've played terrific basketball at both ends, and that's why this lead is totally out of control.
Really been an almost flawless game for him, Steve. No doubt about it.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Bulls as they end the third quarter on a 15-4 run. And fourth quarter basketball.
Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Championship. The Chicago Bulls take on the Milwaukee Bucks. It happens next Wednesday.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting just 31% in the game. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Mr. Moves, he's in at the point. Azili is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Aguilar at the 2 spot. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. Back to Leonard. Pass to Marshall. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Chicago ball. So it's Chicago now. Aguilar, he's covered by Leonard. Aguilar passes to Mr. Moves. Pulls up, high post, again Chicago.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Here's Leonard. Dishes it to Marshall. Dudley with it. The pass to Marshall. 6 to shoot. From 10 feet out. Shot's good. A few possessions into the fourth quarter. Just over a minute played. Here's Mr. Moves. Rebounded by Dudley.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Leonard dishes to Dudley. Here's Sanders. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Here's O'Brien. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Feeds it to Marshall. Pass to O'Brien. 6 on the shot clock. And Leonard gets it to go. The Bulls leading by 21. Here's Mr. Moves. And again, no good by Chicago. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Tipped away. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Goes up. A big chunk at the end of the break.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
Okay, now on defense, we're going to make sure they get no looks inside. That means 1 foot in the paint, helping on all drives, and contesting everything at the rim. Let's do it.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. McKnight, the pass to Ilyasova. Another shot. No good on the layup. Well, Chicago has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Back to Butler. Here's Mr. Moves. Rejected by Sanders. Now, here is Knight. And Sanders kicks to Antetokounmpo. Drills the three-pointer.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. From 6 feet, there's the block. And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul. First team foul.
Sanders dishes to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it to Knight. Wide open. And that is good.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And he gets it to go. 35 points for Mr. Moves.
Well, there you go. If you're going to continue to give up open jump shots, you're not going to get back into this game.
That's good.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the arm.
Here's Mr. Moves. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Screened by Sanders. The dish now to Antetokounmpo. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Well, not much more you can see now. It's the end of the line for one team and a hard-fought, well-deserved trip to the NBA Finals for the Bulls.
Clark, what do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
Simply field goal percentage. They shot the ball much better than the opponent.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Mr. Moves. Now, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity he got.
The Bulls leading by 18. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Butler. 5 on the clock to the inside. Here's Mr. Moves. Knight grabs the board.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get it going.
Shot from 6. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mr. Moves. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mr. Moves got 38 points.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Mr. Moves got 41. Now the feed to Antetokounmpo. Pass to McKnight. Knight for 3. The shot is off. And the Chicago Bulls will move on.
And you can see the elation on their faces. I mean, not just happiness, but pure excitement and joy to be headed to the NBA Finals.
A tremendous opportunity now, just 4 wins away from a championship.
And guys, tonight, time to celebrate, enjoy the win, and then tomorrow it's back to the practice court, into the film room, and time to prepare for what's ahead. But what a moment tonight.